Gonna do the coin toss. Okay, we're in the pregame warm up right now for our first game of the day. Barely touched my dang tripod. All right, I think I'm back up. Looking normal. Almost lost the whole iPad. Oh, it didn't fit the whole thing. It's not me. We're cool. Woo! They're aiming for this camera. I don't know how well live. It's unhealthy now. It's unhealthy. Everybody, just switch. All right, I don't know. I think I'm back live right now. I'm not 100% sure. Signals in and out a little bit. Everything appears connected properly. All right, so right now we're doing the pregame warm up for our team. They'll do their serves here in a moment. National team. I'm not sure if anyone can hear me at home. I can't hear what I'm saying. It's weird. My sound, so I can hear myself. Something we do before we actually get in the gameplay. All right, again, we were playing the Madtown 16-3 Nationals team. This is our first match of our second day at the Northern Lights tournament. Exactly. Sound is a little intermittent, but I will say this is the second day of the Northern Lights tournament. Competition gets a little bit heavier. Oh my God. Uh, they're supposed to be protecting me. Huh? Okay. This one's barely facing the right direction. Oh, there we go. Trying to get this straight for everyone at home, though. Oh, my other camera goes crooked when I do that. I don't think I'm going to get that. And we're getting ready to start here. First, so three going out, and number 8 will come to the line to serve it up. And that's Hale serving it up for your Charge team, putting it over the net. So the team hits it over, but it goes behind the antenna. Charge will pick up another point as the other team hits it out of bounds to get it back over the net. Looks like the link came back up, and we're back live. Kale back up the line to serve it up. There's the serve. They hit the ball, and it goes off the blocking out this time. That will tie us back up 3-3. Oklahoma Charge coming back up to serve receive, while Madtown will set up to serve. Again, we're all tied up in this first set. There's that serve. Out of bounds. The serve going long. Charge picks up another point right there. Will come back up the line to serve it up themselves. Number 5, Charlotte Richards up to the line to serve it up. Score is 4-3 as Charge leads by 1. There's the serve. Nice. Oh, but not quite there. Madtown will pick up a point on the service error by Charge and come back up to the line to serve it up. All tied up once again, 4 up in the first set of our first game of the day of the Northern Lights tournament, second day of pool play. Madtown coming to the line to serve it up while Charge sets up to serve receive. There's the serve. Charge underneath it, keeping it up in the air. Madtown trying to get underneath it too. Nice recovery. We get it over the net. That was a good one. Madtown, though, tipping it down at the net. Charge unable to get underneath it again. Scores now 4-5. Charge trailing by 1 as we set back up to serve receive. There's the serve by Madtown again. Ooh, off the top of the tape, and it falls into Charge territory. Madtown will pick up another point right there. Madtown once again up at the line to serve. Charge set up the serve receive as we trail by 2. There's the serve. Our backcourt gets it to the setter. Going to the right side. The attack falls long, but did it touch the hand? No hand touch. I thought it touched the hand. So Charge will set back up the serve receive as we now trail by 3 points in this first set. Still close enough that we can come back. So Charge looking to pick up a point and regain that serve. There's the serve by Madtown. Charge gets underneath it, bumps it over to the outside. The attack makes it through the block. It picks up a point as it's shaped off the hand of Madtown and out of bounds. So Charge puts a point on the board with a kill from Lillian in the front row there. That's number 2, Lillian, with that kill. And number 7 subbed out for number 9 coming in. And number 9 serving it up as Bethany White Eagle, but it falls just slightly beyond the baseline for Madtown. Madtown will pick up that point on the service there and come back up the line to serve it up. Score is 5-8. Charge once again trailing by 3 as we step back up to serve receive. There's the serve by Madtown into the net. Charge will pick up a point off the service error and come back up the line. Score is now 6-8. Charge trails by 2 as number 2 will step up to the line to serve it up. There's the serve by number 2, Ace on the serve, picking up a point right there, bringing us into within 1. Scores now 7-8 as number 2 will step back up the line to serve it once again. There's another serve by number 2. Madtown gets underneath it, tips it up, but we tip it back down quickly. They hit it back up to the net, but once again knock it down. Oh, but they get it back up and over the net, and Charge is unable to do it a third time. And Madtown will pick up a point. Scores now 7-9. Charge once again trailing by 2 as we step back up to serve receive. Madtown serving it up right now. Charge on the serve receive. We bump it up high, trying to keep it in bounds. We knock it back over into Madtown territory. Nice recovery by your Charge team. And they go for an attack. This time it goes long and out of bounds. Charge picks up the point as they did not touch it before it went out. Now we're within 1 point once again. Scores now 8. In the net it goes. Charge to pick up another point right there and come back up to the line to serve it up. Number 5 coming up to the line to serve it up next to your Charge team. And that's Charlotte Richards serving it up for your Charge team. There's the serve, but unsuccessful as it's short and goes into the net. Score is 13-16 now. And there's the serve by Madtown. Charge gets underneath it, sets it up over to the outside. The attack puts it over the block, but the Madtown picks it up in the backcourt. Going into their own attack, they go long and out of bounds. Charge picks up that point as Madtown hits it out. Scores now 14-16. Charge trailing by just 2 points as number 9 will over the line to serve it up. That's Bethany White Eagle at the line serving it up for your Charge team. There's the serve. Madtown unable to get underneath it. Ace by number 9, Bethany White Eagle. Scores now 15-16. Charge trailing by just 1 as number 9 back up to the line to serve it once again. And time it falls long, and Madtown will pick up another point off the service there. Scores now 15-17. Charge trailing by 2 once again as we step back up to serve receive. Here's the serve by Madtown. Up in the air, Charge underneath it, shaking it across court, but able to get it back over with the recovery. They reset quickly, and as the ball comes back over the net, we bump it back over to Madtown's territory. Madtown sets up, goes for the attack. Charge is able to keep it alive, bumping it up and pushing it over the net. Madtown once again gets underneath it, tips it over quickly. Charge sets it up to the outside, and the attack pushes it to the backcourt. Madtown once again keeping it up in the air. Going for their own attack from the outside. Blocked at the net by number 1. Picking up the point. That's Sam Chaffin getting the point right there with a block for your Charge team. Scores now 16-17 as number 2 will come to the line to serve it up. That's Lillian Cummings stepping up to the line to serve it up for your Charge team. That was a block by Sam Chaffin that picked up the point that got us back up to the serve line. Madtown trying to set up at the net. Joust, we pick up the point with another block as number 3, Maddie Factor, knocks it down. Picking up a point for your Charge team. Scores all tied up now, 17-17, as number 2 back up to the line to serve it up. That's Lillian serving it up for your Charge team. Nice serve. Madtown underneath it, going for the attack. Oh, it goes through the block and it finds the floor right on the other side on our side of the net. Madtown once again taking the lead, score 17-18 Charge, trailing by 1 as we set back up to serve receive. There's the serve for Madtown. Charge underneath it. It's nice and low, but Charge is able to get underneath it. Go to the right side. We attack to the midcourt. Madtown pops it over with one touch. Charge sets it over to the outside this time, going for another attack. Madtown able to get underneath it, but just barely. Jounced at the net. Charge pushes it over to the backcourt once again. Madtown a little bit of a struggle, but they're able to get it over. Charge sets up high to the backcourt, and we push it over into Madtown territory with a kill for number 6, picking up the point as it goes off the head of Madtown and out of bounds. That's a point for Charge. Number 4 will come to the line to serve it up now. And there's the serve from Addison Nan, number 5. They're all tied up 18-18. They go for the attack of the net. Charge picking up the point as the ball goes into the net. Taking the lead right there. Scores now 19-18 as Addison Nan, number 4, coming back up to the line to serve it up. Charge leading by just 1 point as we prepare to serve. There's the serve. Madtown underneath it. They bump it up high. And into the net it goes. Charge puts it to the point on the board, increasing their lead to 2 points. Scores now 20-18 Charge in the lead by 2. While we got a timeout on the court. That's a T-O. T-O. Got it. Timeout. Both teams in their huddle after Charge picked up the point on that last rally. After the timeout concludes, Charge will come back up to the line to serve it up as we now lead by 2. Stepping up to the line for your Charge team once again is going to be Addison Mann, number 4, our libero, putting in the work to give us that lead right there. And both teams back out on the court. Charge stepping up to the line to serve it up. Number 4, putting it into play. Madtown right there to receive it. Set across the court and hitting it into the net. Charge puts another point on the board right there for the error by Madtown. Number 4, Addison Mann back up to the line to serve it up. Scores now 21-18, Charge in the lead by 3 points. As number 4 puts that ball into play with the serve. Madtown right there to receive it, tipping it over in 2 touches. Charge is right there, not being faked out. A little bit of a challenge at the net, but it ends up on Madtown's side, rolling down the top of the table and falling down to their floor. Charge puts another point on the board and will come back up to the line for to serve it up once again. Scores 22-18, Charge in the lead by 4 as number 4 steps to the line. And there's that serve by number 4, putting it over the net. Madtown sets up, goes to the attack. Charge is able to bump it up high, close to the net. We block it back down into Madtown territory. Madtown hits it back over to the backcourt of Charge. Charge is able to get it to the libero and to the outside for an attack. Off the hands of Madtown. Can they get it under control? They hit it back over the net with a little small tap. The Charge is right there to bump it back over in 2 touches. Madtown once again setting up this time to the middle. It breaks the block as it barely squeezed through that gap. Madtown picks up a point and regains the serve. Charge still in the lead by 3 points to set back up the serve receive. Scores 22-19 for everyone watching at home. Madtown serves it up. Charge picks it up in the backcourt. We bump it over from the right side. Madtown sets it up to their own right side attack. Charge is able to keep it alive. Libero getting it to the setter. Setter going to the backcourt for the attack. And we hit it over to Madtown's backcourt. But they're able to keep it alive. Charge once again the Libero to the setter. Setter to the middle this time. Finds the floor. Number 5 with the attack in the front row. Charlotte Richards, that is, that made the point with the kill. And number 10, Lily Wilcox coming back up to the line to serve it up. Number 7 swapped out with number 9 going out. 7 coming in. Timeout on the court by Madtown. Charge in the lead by 4 points as we step into our huddles. After the timeout concludes, Charge will come back out to the line to serve it up, and that would be number 10, Lily Wilcox, serving it up for your Charge team. Very eventful back and forth in this first set of our first game of the second day of the Northern Lights tournament here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Number 10 stepping back up the line. Charge back up to the court, ready to go. Just waiting on Madtown, 16-3 Nationals, to come back out on the court. Madtown. No, I said Mad Cow. Earlier I said Mad Cow on accident. It's just, they sound the same. I try not to. Mad Cow. I got it. I can't even hear myself. I don't even know if I'm the sound is going through. Number 10 serving it up after that timeout has concluded. Nice serve off the top of the tape, but Madtown's able to get underneath it and go for the attack. Libero gets it to the center. Center to the outside. The attack is strong. Madtown trying to recover. Can they? They get it back over the net. I feel like that was behind the antenna, but it's okay. They didn't call it. Charge going for the attack from the right side. Getting it over. Picking up the point as Madtown knocks it under the net. Who was that a kill by? Number 7? That was a kill by number 7, Braylon Smith. Right there. Picking up the point for your Charge team. Number 10 back up to the line to serve it up. That's Lily Wilcox to get it back. Madtown underneath it, hitting it back over the net. Charge right there to receive it. Gets it to the center. Sets to the middle this time. He tips it over. Madtown with a recovery hit, getting it back over into Charge territory. Charge bumps it up to the right side. The attack blocked out. Tool off the block by number 7, Braylon Smith. Picking up a point right there. And is this another timeout? Was that the end of the set? Oh, that was the end of the set. I wasn't even paying attention. 25-19, closing out that first set with a win. Your Charge team will go to the huddles now. Charge leads by 6 points in that first set. Closing out that first set right there with that attack. And that was a kill by Braylon Smith that closed out that first set. Again, the final score for that first set, as you can see it on the screen, is 25-19. We have some set one performers right here, some standout players. There's Maddie Factor with a kill and block. Braylon Smith with 2 kills. And Bethany Whiting with an ace and an assist. So I believe there are a lot more highlights. If you go in and watch the entire set, you can see highlights left and right. Every play was a highlight, basically. A lot of back and forth in that first set, but Charge will be serving it up first in the second set, as we received first in the first set. 25-19 was the score for the first set. We won it by 6 points. Again, if you're watching at home and you have any family members or friends that want to watch your athlete play, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. You'll get notifications whenever we go live. If you follow my Facebook page, you'll be able to see when the games are beforehand, because I will post them usually a day before, but sometimes just a few hours before the game starts. All right. Again, we're down 1 set. Charge won that first set, so it's 1-0 on the sets. Charge looking to come back out and repeat that performance, maybe even do a little bit better. So we'll see how it goes. We know Madtown will try to make some adjustments after losing that first set. Both teams coming back out of the court. Up ref about to get back into the stand. Down ref verified the roster. We're about ready to go into the second set. Again, this is your Oklahoma Charge 16 American team versus Madtown 16-3 Nationals team. As number 10, Lily Wilcox, will come to the line to serve it up first in the second set. There's the whistle from the up ref. And there's the serve. Madtown underneath it. Struggling a little bit in the backcourt, but they're able to bump it back over, just over the net into Charge territory. Charge sets up to the middle. The attack cross court finds the floor at the sideline. Picking up the point right there. The kill from number 5, the middle. Number 10 coming back up the line as we take the first point in the second set. Scores now 1-0. Charge in the lead as number 10 steps back up to the line to serve it up. Again, that's Lily Wilcox serving it up for your Charge, 16 American team. There's the serve. Madtown pops it up in the air, gets it to the libero, who sets it up to the outside. Blocked, but this time the block falls wide and out of bounds. Madtown will pick up a point right there and come back up to the line to serve it up. All tied up now, 1-1 in this second set. Charge back up to back out to serve receive. Madtown with the serve. Charge underneath it, gets it to the center, sets it over to the outside. The attack blocked at the net, but Charge keeps it alive and puts it back up in the air. They get it back over to our side. We go for attack from the right side, and it falls long. Madtown will pick up a point. Charge will step back up to serve receive. Scores 1-2. Charge once again trailing by just 1 point in the beginning of this second set. Madtown serving it up. There's the serve. Our backcourt gets underneath it, hits it over the net in one touch. Madtown tries to attack, but we knock it back down to their territory. They get it back over to our backcourt. We go to the center to the right side now. The attack cross court finds the back corner. That's Maddie Factor with the kill that finds that back corner of Madtown territory. Charge putting the point on the board right there. Scores all tied up 2-2 as number 3 will sub out. Number 8 will come in. That's Kale stepping up the line to serve it up. Number 8 for your Charge 16 American team. There's the serve. Madtown underneath it. Sets up high. They go for the attack. Blocked, but it falls out of bounds. Madtown will put another point on the board. Scores 2-3. Charge once again trailing by 1 as we set back up to serve receive. Losing serve from 1 here. All right, Madtown back up at the line. Scores 2-3. Charge trailing by 1 as we're setting up to serve receive. There's that serve. The libero gets it up to the center. Center goes to the middle. The pet at the net, but does not break the plane of the net. And Madtown will pick up a point as it falls back down into our territory. Scores now 2-4. Charge trailing by 2 points as we step back up to serve receive. And there's the serve by Madtown. Charge popping it up in the air. Going for attack from the right side, but it falls long and out of bounds. Madtown puts another point on the board. Charge now trailing by 3, setting back up to serve receive. Hoping to pick up a point right here and regain that serve. Charge receiving that serve right now. Backcourt pops it up high in the air. We bump it back to midcourt, or at least to the outside. And we bump it over to the back of Madtown territory. Madtown steps up, goes to the attack. Finds the hole in the defense and the floor in the backcourt. Madtown puts another point on the board. Scores now 2-6. Charge trailing by 4 as we step back up to serve receive. There's the serve by Madtown. Charge gets underneath it, tips it up a little bit, but to get it over the net at least. Madtown with some miscommunication to the backcourt. Charge picks up the point as the ball finds the floor. Scores now 3-6. Charge trailing by 3 as number 4 will step up to the line to serve it up now. Number 4, Addison Dan putting it over the net. Madtown unable to get control of it. Charge picks up a point with the ace on the serve. Number 4 will step back up to the line to serve it once again as we trail by 2. Score is 4-6 with Madtown in the lead. Again, that's number 4 back up to the line to serve it up. That's Addison Dan putting it over the net. They get it back too close to the net. We knock it back down. I don't even see who hit it. That might have been number 1. I'm going to put number 1 with a kill on that one. Because I think she knocked it back down and picked up the point. Charge only trailing by 1 now. Scores 5-6. As number 4, Addison Dan back up at the line to serve it up. That's the serve right there. Madtown underneath it. Sets up high. Unable to. Oh, they tip it over the net. Charge unable to get control of it and it falls out of bounds. Madtown puts another point on the board. Scores now 5-7. Charge is trailing by 2 once again as Madtown steps back up to the line to serve it up. And Charge sets up to serve receive. Again, 5-7. Charge trailing by 2 as Madtown serves the ball up. Charges libero underneath it. We bump it up high. Go for the attack from the right side. Pick up the point as Madtown knocks it out of bounds. Charge once again only trailing by 1. Score 6-7 as Charge will come to the line to serve it up. That's number 7 subbing out. Number 9 coming in. That's Stephanie White Eagle stepping to the line to serve it up once again for your Charge 16 American team as we trail by 1 in the second set. of our first game of the second day of this tournament, Northern Lights tournament. Charge going for the attack from the right side. They block it back down and Charge's backcourt cannot get it back off the floor. Score is 6-8 now as Madtown picks up the point right there. Charge will come back up to serve receive, trailing by 2 once again. There's the serve by Madtown. Oh, and it finds the floor in the backcourt. It is an ace for the other team. Got it. Score is now 6-9. Charge trails by 3. I believe the largest lead the other team has had on us so far. Charge sets back up to serve receive. There's the serve into the net. Charge takes the point of the service error by Madtown. Scores now 7-9. Charge only trailing by 2. Substitution. Number 8 going out. Number 3 coming in. And number 2 going out. And number 6 coming in. That's number 6, Ava Smith, coming up the line to serve it up for your Charge team as we trail by 2 points. There's the serve. Madtown underneath it. They set up to their outside. The attack puts it over the net. Charge bops it up high in the backcourt. Bumping it up high once again with the bump set. Hitting it to the backcourt of Madtown. Madtown sets it up to their outside once again. Hitting it, but it goes wide. Out of bounds. Charge picks up the point and will come back up to the line to serve it up. That's number 6, Ava Smith, coming back up to the line to serve it up after Madtown hit it out on that last rally. Charge is trailing by 1 as number 6 serves it up. There's the serve. Madtown sets up once again to their outside. Through the block, but Charge's backcourt keeps it alive. They knock it back down at the net, but Charge right there to receive it. Once again, tipping it over the block this time. Madtown shakes it off, and that was a tip by number 10, Lily Wilcox, that put the point on the board as Madtown unable to get it underneath it. That ties us all up now. We're 9-9 in this second set as number 6 back up the line to serve it up for your Charge team. There's the serve. The serve falls wide. Madtown will pick up the point and come back up the line to serve it up. Again, the score is 9-10. Charge once again trailing by 1 as we set back up to serve receive in about the middle of the second set. There's the serve. Charge pumps it wide, but able to get it back onto the court and over into Madtown territory. Madtown sets up, goes for an attack off the block, but Charge is unable to recover. And Madtown picks up another point right there. Charge once again trailing by 2 as we step back up to serve receive. Score is 9-11. Madtown preparing to serve it up. And there's the serve. Into the net it goes. Charge picks up another point on the service error by Madtown. Once and 5 comes back in. Number 1 serving it up. That's Sam Chaffin for your Charge team. Madtown goes to the attack. It falls wide and out of bounds. Charge picks up another point right there, which will tie us back up. Scores now 11-11 in this second set. All tied up as number 1 comes back to the line to serve it. There's the serve. Nice serve. Madtown underneath it sets up high. Goes to the attack to the backcourt. The Charge pops it up in the air, keeping it alive with a bump and an attack that falls long just beyond Madtown's baseline. Madtown will pick up a point as the attack fell out of bounds. Scores now 11-12. Charge once again trailing by 1 point as we step back up to serve receive. There's the serve. Oh no! Charge unable to get control of that serve, and it goes out of bounds off the hands of Charge players. Scores now 11-13. Charge once again trailing by 2 as we step back up to serve receive. There's a serve. Charge, the barrel gets underneath it. He bump set it over to the middle back. He pushes it over the net. Madtown's able to get underneath it and go for an attack from the right side. But their attack into the net it goes. Charge puts the point on the board as Madtown unable to clear the plane of the net to get into Charge territory. Number 10 comes to the line to serve it up next for your Charge team is number 3. Or my bad. Number 9 subs out. Number 7 comes in. Number 10, Lily Wilcox at the line to serve it up for your Charge team as we just trail by 1. There's the serve. Nice serve, but Madtown's underneath to keeping it alive. Going to the right side. Madtown hits it in the net. Charge picks up another point, tying it up. Score is now 13-13 as we're mid-set in the second set. Number 10, Lily Wilcox back up to the line to serve it up for your Charge team. And there's the serve. Nice serve. Madtown underneath it. Sets up high. The attack Charge unable to pick it up in the backcourt. Madtown puts another point on the board. Charge once again trailing by 1 and setting up to serve receive. Madtown preparing to serve it up now. There's the serve. Charge right there to receive it. Sets up to the right side. The attack puts it over into Madtown territory. They struggle a little bit, but they're able to get it back to midcourt and hit it over the net. Charge is right there to receive. Bump sets it to the outside and bumps it over into Madtown territory. Madtown sets it up, goes for a tip over the block. Charge keeps it alive and knocks it over the net. Madtown once again going for the attack on the right side. Midcourt. Charge knocks it back over to Madtown's territory. Madtown's territory. Madtown goes for the attack at the net. Charge is able to keep it alive once again. Going cross court, the attack, and find the floor this time. It goes off the hand of Madtown. Who hit that? Number 7 with the kill. That's Braylon Smith that picked up the point on that last rally. Number 3 subbing out. Number 8 coming in. That's Kale serving it up for your Charge team. As we are all tied up 14-14 in this second set. Nice serve. Madtown struggles a little bit, but they will get underneath it. Go for an attack on the right side, and we block it. Or from their outside, we block it down and out of bounds. Madtown puts another point on the board, and Charge, once again, trails by 1 as we set back up to serve receive. Madtown preparing to serve it up. Scores 14-15. Again, Charge trailing by 1 point in this second set. Very close, nail-biting set. We go over to the left side, or the outside. We put it over the net. Madtown tips it over real quick. They get it at the net with a little bit of a joust. They tip it down and find the floor in Charge territory. Scores now 14-16. Charge trailing by 2 as we set back up to serve receive. And there's the serve by Madtown. The backcourt picks it up, gets it to the setter. Setter goes to the right side. The attack, strong attack. Madtown unable to recover from that attack. Number 7, Braylon Smith with the kill. That puts another point on the board. And number 5 comes out. Number 4 comes in. That's the libero. Addison Mann stepping up to the line to serve it up for your Charge team as we trail by just 1 point. There's the serve. Madtown underneath it. Sets up to their middle. The attack blocked down. Madtown struggles, cannot get it. That's a block by number 1, Sam Chaffin. That's the line to serve it once again.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing? Good. We're tied up 16-16.
Good.
Number 4 serving it up. They bump it back over quickly. Oh, we cannot get underneath it. Madtown does pick up a point right there. Once again, Charge trailing by 1 point, score 16-17 as we set back up to serve receive. There's the serve. Charge underneath it. Trying to get control, but unable to as the other team sends the float serve over to the backcourt. And Charge knocks it out of bounds. Scores now 16-18. Charge trailing by 2 once again as we set back up to serve receive, hoping to pick up a point and regain that serve. And there's the serve. Charge underneath it. Oh, no! Charge unable to get control of it. Madtown puts another point on the board. Charge now trailing by 3 as we call a timeout on the court. After the timeout concludes, Charge is set back up to serve receive as Madtown will come to the line to serve it up in this second set. As we approach the end of the second set, really. Again, Charge in the lead, or not in the lead. Charge trailing by 3 points. Correction. Wishful thinking. But Charge coming back on the court, ready to get back into this, anxious to put points on the board and regain that serve. While Madtown's still back in their huddle, coming up with the plan. And there's the serve by Madtown. Charge unable to get underneath it as the serve was knocked out of bounds. Score 16-20. Charge now trailing by 4 points. I think since the beginning of this set, that's the largest spread that Madtown has had, lead that they've had on this. We're set up to serve receive. Madtown serves it up. Charge right in the backcourt, bumping it up high. The barrel bumps it up toward the front of the court. We push it over the net. Madtown right there to receive. Gets the setter going for a quick slide, but Charge is able to pop it up in the air, but we're called for the double. I think, I'm not sure what they called, but I think it was a double. Madtown put the point on the board. Scores now 16-21. Charge trailing by 5 points as we set back up to serve receive. Hoping to pick up a point and regain this serve. What happened? Someone's getting a Band-Aid on the court. Apparently, it's not a serious injury, but it's something that needs a Band-Aid. Again, score 16-21. Charge trailing by 5 as we come back into this second set. We approach the end of the second set is what I'm trying to say. Getting tongue-tied. And I think they're calling that as a technical timeout. Both teams to their huddles real quick as they bandage up that finger. I think someone just broke their nail or something. I don't really know what happened. It wasn't a serious injury. I know that. It was just a thumb. All right, Charge is ready and raring to get back out there. Already stepping back out on the court. Madtown back up at the line to serve it up. While Charge sets the serve receive. There's the serve. Charge underneath it. At the net. Going for the attack. The kill. Picked up the point with the kill for number 1, Sam Chaffin in the middle. That finds the floor in Madtown territory. Number 7 subs out. Number 9 comes in. And that's number 9, Bethany Whitey, that was step up to the line to serve it up for your Charge team. Score is 17-21. Charge trailing by 4 points. Madtown underneath it. Knocking it back over to the backcourt of Charge. Charge gets it to the center, sets it over to the outside. The attack makes it past the blockers. They're unable to get it back to our side of the net. And Charge puts another point on the board. Number 9, Bethany Whitey, go back up to the line to serve it up for your Charge team as Madtown sets up to serve receive. Again, trailing by 3 now. Charge with a good serve. 8 finds the floor unobstructed. No hands in the way. Charge puts another point on the board right there. Scores now 19-21. Charge only trailing by 2 as the number 9. Oh, timeout by Madtown. They seen that last serve, got a little scared. Madtown. That's what I said. Oh, I can hear it. Scores 19-21. Charge trailing by just 2 points as number 9, Bethany Whiting, go back up in the line to serve it up. Still waiting for the Madtown team to come back out on the court. There they come now as we approach the end of this second set. Charge won the first set, 25-19. Charge trying to make a win in the second set and sweep this match. There's the serve. Nice serve. 8, same spot on the floor. Scores now 20-21. Charge trailing by just 1 point. It's number 9, Bethany Whitey, comes back up to the line to serve it up once again. Charge hoping to tie it up right here. There's the serve. Nice serve right to the same spot, but Madtown right there prepared for it this time. The backcourt keeps it alive in Charge territory, but Charge is unable to keep it off the floor. Madtown picks up a point. Charge once again trailing by 2 as we step back up to serve receive. Scores 20-22. Oh, sorry. Charge trailing by 2 points as we step back up to serve receive. As we approach the end of the second set, Charge hoping to make a win so we don't have to go to a third set. And that serve goes long and out of bounds. Charge picks up the point off the service error by Madtown. And Charge will come back up to the line to serve it up. Some substitutions, number 2 going out and number 6 coming in, and number 8 going out, number 3 coming in. That's number 6, Ava Smith, coming up to the line to serve it up for your Charge team as we trail by just 1 point. And there's a good serve. Madtown underneath it, sets it up to their outside. They go for an attack cross court. Charge keeps it alive, bumps it up in the air, then bumps it over the net into Madtown territory. Madtown gets it to the center, tips it over quickly to the backcourt, digs it up in the air. Charge goes to the right side, finds his way through the block. Charge comes to the point with a kill from Lily Wilcox from the right side that breaks the block and makes the point. Number 6 coming back up the line. We're all tied up 22-22 as we approach the end of this second set. That's Ava Smith. Ava Smith. Ace! Another ace on the serve. Picked up a point as she finds the floor in fair territory just inside Madtown's baseline. And Madtown will call another timeout as we're leading by 1 near the end of this second set. So far, super exciting back and forth play. Charge, when they come back out on the court, will be serving it up. That's number 6, Ava Smith, stepping back up to the line for your Charge team to serve it up as we lead by 1 point. Madtown, waiting for Madtown to come back out on the court right now. They're still in their huddle, coming up with a plan, or trying to at least, while Charge is back on the court, ready and raring to go. Scores 23-22, number 6, Ava Smith at the line. There's the serve by number 6. Nice serve. They knock it wide. Another ace by your Charge team, bringing us to our first match point attempt in this second set. Scores 24-22. Charge in the lead by 2 points, needing only one more to sweep this first game of the day. There's the serve. Nice serve. Madtown gets it, bumps it high in the air, goes for the attack over the net. Charge digs it up in the backcourt, sets up to the outside. The attack ruled off the block. That was number 3, Maddie Factor, closing out that second set with an attack from the outside, winning the game and sweeping it in 2 sets. We will be playing back-to-back games, so our next game will be happening here shortly. High five. Yeah, we're going to be playing right here on the same court here, probably 15 minutes. I'm going to go, the stream is going to go down, and then come back up with the next live here in just a few minutes. Please stay tuned and watch your team hopefully win another one. The second team is going to be much harder.